If you had to do anything else other than radio, what do you think it would
Nothing.
be?
TV. I'm doing the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
I was like, okay, with like social media opening up, so many opportunities opening up, you feel like you would still be
Yeah,
in.
it's what I've always wanted to do, you know?
Yeah.
I would just fight my way somewhere else. Like, it's the
Really?
only thing I know how to do.
And
It's
the
what
only
I've-
thing that feels natural.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this since I was 17. That's a long time.
So 17 when you were in a university, college,
In
school.
high school, yeah.
Yeah, you were in high school.
So I've been in the radio world, in the broadcast world, I should say, radio and TV, since I was 17.
Wow.
So, like, how do I even start to live in a world without that?
Yeah.
I don't quite know what that would look like. Not that I'm not adaptable, but for me, it's a very strange thought to have to grapple with. And if it happens one day, I'll cross that bridge. But if you were to ask me my ideal world and situation, it's either radio show or TV show. It's always been those two things. It's never really been, everything else is like side hustles and I love doing and the projects I love doing, but it's always been those two things, you know?
Yeah. So when I was growing up in Bombay, I think the first radio show that came around was Mirchi, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. And that's when radio picked up again.
Right.
So it was a very big thing when our parents were younger, and I think it just disappeared for a very long time. And then it started picking up again, and then like they were trying to force us to listen to the radio. And of course, nothing great was on TV those days as
Yeah.
well, right? So radio started picking up, and then the ads, and then the RJs, and you would never see an RJ.
Yeah.
It was. It wasn't.
It's true, yeah.
It was never a thing, You'll always hear about them or recognize their voice or whatever, but you never see an RJ. I think one of the first RJs that I'd seen was Malishka, because she had come for some choreo thing in our college or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I would never have seen it. So also knowing that it's not just like behind the mic, you are also a personality now. And also radio picking up, like it's become so big.
Radio, no. In this country, radio's always been big.
Yeah.
Since I've come. And
Yeah.
since before, I'm assuming before that too, but at least the 16 years here, radio's always been I would say the most popular medium
Yeah.
in this country
in
because
Dubai,
it's quite unifying.
yeah.
It's like the version of television in any other country, I think.
Okay, so when I was growing up here, like when I went to like school a little bit, there was radio. It's not like there wasn't there, but it wasn't something that you would like listen to all the time. It wasn't something like
Right.
like it wasn't like a personality. Like right now, radio
Interesting.
is the personality. It
Okay.
is like, okay, we'll listen to the radio, or
Right.
like we'll ask the taxi driver, can you please switch on the radio, the
Right.
best. That wasn't there. It was just like, there is like one
It's
station
running.
that plays like 40 minutes nonstop, and that's great.
Right.
So there was
but
no
also the
appreciation.
variety has changed, right? The number of channels available
Yeah.
to everyone has kind of changed, I feel.